It's week 5 of the NFL, where we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. McLaughlin now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be good enough for a first down as he takes it close to the 20.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And he'll be taken down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone for the score. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Hovering very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Houston.
But you think back to their their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Now, faking the give. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive will start on the ground. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, Defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Tight end going in motion here. They'll go with a counter on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8, and he's in. Has a touchdown.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have 2 guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
The extra point is good, and the visitors will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. That's caught, left side, it's complete. A gain there of 15. First down for Houston.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Slot man in motion left. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down for Houston.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's a toss as they look to run. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive. And they only need a foot. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now a give on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the punt team. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. This one intercepted. And the visitors are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
It's a gain of 10 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he will have the 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This one from 39 yards out. His kick is perfect. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. Why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Handoff here, up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a run going left. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A 19-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Up the middle they go. He'll get 4, and down inside the 20-yard line. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Tight end on the move left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Our home team 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground they go. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now, faking the give. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he'll get it down to the 12, and that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Open man, right side, he's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This from 45 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. They'll stay on the ground. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
His throw left side is complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the visitors add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start with an option play to the right and a short pickup past the 25.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. A hit, and he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game Inside the last 2 minutes, all replays emanate from there. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll try to get this one on the ground. On fourth down, out comes the punter. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.